Yep. Yep. Peace and light. Peace and love. Rahubat. Assalamu alaikum. Adafia. You know, whatever you go by. It's just peace. True peace. Whatever. You mean? I don't know. So I wanted to touch on a few things. You know, the spirit of division is always rampant. Always rampant. Heavy. That's what people want to do. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. You want to bring up your points, your views, whatever, your comments, concern, you know what to do. We also want to touch about a couple things, you know what I mean? As far as WAEO is doing, you know, right now, we always got that alien MCs, you know, didn't have the speakers and things hooked up or the music on the computer. But, you know, alien MCs always had that music going. Not only music, we have art and all these other things. Beautiful things. But definitely that music, is, you know, that was made by me. It's called Rahubat. It's really them healing tones. I'm going to play something else for you real quick. Set up some things. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. People had it. Yeah. It's just another fact of life for me, really. It's just another fact of life for me, really. One that you wanna listen to. One that you wanna listen to. Experience. All of it is. Yeah. So anyway, the title of the show is It's a New Day. Right? A new day. We're in a new sun cycle. Meaning everything under the sun has to transform to be one with the sun. So you have to transform. So pretty much we'll touch a little bit on that. But go back to these things that we're doing. I know today they have a scheduled interview with Malachi's disciple. We have it with the Atlantis Awakes. I don't know what time now. You know, people time that don't exist, especially with us. You know, so that'll be coming up shortly. Also, we have some things coming out. We have some posters and coloring pages coming out for the children. We'll be advertising that shortly. I run a contest to have them involved in things outside of school, make it fun, family things. That's about it for right now, but that's all. Well, the Alien MCs, that's always going. Also, I have my book coming out shortly, Go to Love by Fatima Mahdi. Yeah. And basically the book is talking about ways to heal your mind. Healing your mind is healing your body. Your mind is a body. We'll go back to this. It's a new day. The other day I was talking about zodiac signs. Everybody knows what their zodiac sign is. It's how the stars are aligned in the sky. That creates your zodiac during the time of birth or whatever. And it's always amazing to me that people don't pay attention to the skies. It's a new day. You don't pay attention to the skies and everything that's going on. The weather is in the sky, the stars in the sky, the sun is in the sky, the moon, whatever. You don't pay attention to that, but you pay attention to what's going on in the zodiac. But the alignment in those stars, or is the alignment in you. So why not pay attention? Not just to the words. You should be able to look at the sky and tell you about you. You shouldn't even have to look in the sky. The sky is in you. You are the sun. You are the moon. You're the stars, the quasars, all of that. So you should know how to read you. Know the best for you. Know the best for you. Do what's best for you. But people want to choose and pick what's best for you. So they whip out verses and what you got to read. When you're supposed to read the verses within you. How, you know, somebody else got it right for you. But you can't get it right for you. You know you better than anybody else. Whether you lie to yourself or not. You know you. You got to figure that out first before you open any book. Open your book. The book of your mind. Period. It's a new day. That sun cycle created another wave that a lot of people missed. It was a tsunami, in fact. It was a tsunami of the sun. So it's a new energy now. A new day. So what you gonna do with it? Are you still gonna argue over the earth is flat or if it's round? How is that gonna change anything for you? If it's flat or round? But I'll tell you what you do know, whether it's flat or round, when the rains come out that sky and them snowstorms come out that sky, you'll know that. You ain't even thinking about if it's flat and round. Then ain't even gonna be apparent to you if it's flat or round. Who cares? That's the distraction. That's the knowledge part. That's the distraction part. That people make a distraction. Because if you really think about it, it's flat and it's round. Depending on the axis and what you're looking at it. Depending on the view. Because when it's constantly spinning, it would look flat, but it's round. Just like a top, when you spin a top, look flat. Then it becomes round when it slows down. Come on. Gotta stop all that. It's a new day. All of this crazy weather. All of this crazy weather. And you can't even still look at the sky and tell, get together with some people. And I ain't saying everybody be supposed to get together, because everybody ain't. What's your zodiac? Most of you just look at it for some love purposes. Do he love me? Is he gonna leave me? Does she love me? Does the nigga cheat me out my money? That's what you want to read the horoscope for. You want to look at the zodiac for that. Can I win the lottery today? So really, you're just being the devil. You want to control some shit, but you can't even control yourself. For real, for real. Write your own zodiac shit. Write your own zodiac. You should be able to discern what the sky is telling you. What the sky in you is telling you. What the sun in you is telling you. Or your sun sign or moon sign. Niggas be on that shit. Sun sign, moon sign. You can break all that shit down. But why did you, why did you holler at your wife? Why did you argue with your woman? Why did you snap your neck at your man? Or why you still hurt over some shit that been happened? Did you figure that out? Yep. Y'all hear about the alien? See, this is what we do. Ain't about no artistry. Yeah, I'm a singer, I'm a dancer, I'm a rapper, I'm a do all that. Painter. But what is my artistry projecting? What is the light from it? I'm a human. Light comes from me. I'm a light being. I'm a hue man in a physical form. I'm a hue. The light that comes from me is my spirits, is my soul projection. This is what you feel. And I feel it had to come from me. I recognize what come from me. Now what come from you? I'm going to play these games of righteousness. Righteousness ain't no game. Really, you're playing the devil's game. You rolling them dice, snake eyes every time. Because it's on you. It'll come right back on you. Ain't nobody else. The devil is you. Don't send me no stuff about, I got to post an inbox about divination or the divine is evil. Then you talk about, you said that's the devil. The person that sent that to me. Divination and the divine is the devil. But you believe in God, and God created the devil. So that would mean that God is devil too, because he said you created you in the image and the likeness of God. Created everything, right? And if God ain't a devil and he ain't doing divination, then why do you believe that he created you from clay? and a motherfucking rib out of Mary's side. That's some motherfucking magic. What you talking about? Please use some common sense when you're trying to be righteous. You can't try to be righteous. It just is. What you're doing is being a devil. And that's a fact. What light are you projecting? It damn sure ain't green. It's a new day. So a lot of people that you know ain't the same person you know anymore, because that sun cycle changed a lot of beings. A lot of people stayed in the moon cycle. They dead. Right. They physically here, but that spirit that's gone. They something else. But y'all think that's spooky. It's a new day.
It's a new day. Yes, it is a new day. And new.
And new.
A new.
Okay, so it was the other conversation. Yeah. Jesus, Tammuz, Horus, Buddha, Sananda, same. Different names, same energy. Different time on the planet, period. In another physical shell, same spirit. Different mother, same spirit. The moment you don't see that all is connected, you disconnected. And you want to push your ideologies of what is, and you don't know what's not. You got to know what both sides is to know the balance. So that's telling you, like, a Jesus existed before. If he had a virgin, another person with another name had an immaculate conception, so what's so hard about that? I don't understand. So then the nigga want to play fear taxes, so you don't believe in the new? What? What that got to do with anything?
I think you don't understand that.
You gotta have the soul of Anu in you to even understand or overstand what I'm saying. And we all are soul bodies, spiritual beings. But what spirit are you? What light? Go back to the light. Since we physical beings in the human form, what hue are you resonating on? What frequency are you resonating on? What tone? What vibration? You know, all those fancy words. Fancy. But you don't even understand the words that you said, because instantly you became angry when someone said something that you didn't agree to, instead of seeing a light in which they're projecting. But this is a community radio. You can talk about what you want to talk about. But it's time now to stop all that. Really. What you want to do about it? Okay, you discovered that Tammuz existed during Sumerian times. What you going to do about it? How is that changing your life today? Because you found out some shit in the holy tablets, for real. How is that changing your existence today? Because you found out there's a Sananda or a Horus or Isis. Okay, yeah, you can look at it in a historical sense that you've seen it. It hid all of the culture of your people and all of that. Okay, they hid the culture. They hid the history. Now, what are you going to do? How are you going to create your story? What is your story?
Right. That's my problem. See, that's where the problem comes in. Then you could talk about Anu, Mary, Tammuz, Horus, but there's other entities, elders, beings, there's other people, there's other principles that exist that connect and make up that whole. So all right, you recognize Anu, you recognize Tammuz, you recognize Sananda. But where do you recognize yourself at? Because a lot of people do this in a sense of serving or being a servant to those high entities and beings. But then when you get to break it down yourself and telling the people how you play in a skin grammar thing, it's oh, forget you, fuck you. We talking about Anu. You know, we talk about Tammuz. No, when we bring up Tammuz, Sananda, Jesus, any name title you want to bring them up, we give the admiration and recognize him as we recognize ourselves and what part he plays to it. So if a person comes, right, if Anu comes or Tammuz comes or Sananda comes, they come to play their part of the grand scheme of things. Am I right?
Yeah.
And we recognize that as a whole, right?
Yeah.
Now, you know, there's many stories floating around there out there about Anu. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you got the Sumerian text, you got the Mesopotamian tablets, you got what these niggas said as um, translated the emerald stones or the emerald tablets. The Rosetta Stones is supposed to be translated. So within these stories, now different cultures in different places, you know, Anu is mentioned in all these cultures and all these places and all these, and he's looked at as a certain entity dealing with that race, that nation, that culture. But each culture has their own individual Anu.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
and
why they say Allah,
right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You could say Yahuwah,
Mm-hmm.
and you wouldn't be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So you could say Jehovah too. But the moment you say that I can't say another name, because if you go back to a Bible or whatever, it say I am that I am. That's no name. So that's magic too. That's divination too. Since you said that God is not divine. Huh? Divine is evil too. It ain't just good, fancy, free, jumping around in flowers and floating. It's destruction. It's building and destroying. Right, I
That's all good. We do. But I ain't lose myself. So within those different cultures, those different the way it was taught or supposed it came through was that each race or each species of a selected group of beings has an Anu over them. Then furthermore, how it is explained is that the gift of life and the crown which you're to receive afterwards is the crown of Anuship, meaning you will become an Anu of your own universe, galaxy, or people. And see, when you get to that part, people don't want to deal with that. It always got to be one. It always got to be one way or one individual or one purpose, and that's not so. So this is where you get all these people with this big head. I'm God. I'm this. I'm that. I'm Haru. I'm whatever. You know what I mean? But no one had, no one, no one knows the true process or the true way that being transfigurated or transformed into such, or how they transform into such. Oh, that's what I was talking to him about yesterday. Um, you don't even understand the transformation of El Raul Shelanu or the Angel Michael or the or Melchizedek. You know what I mean? Or Melichi Sadak. You know what I mean? People don't even know those are two separate names. Sadak is a whole title separated from Malachite or Malachite or Michael. Sadok is the order of priesthood, of high priesthood, Kohen in Hebrew times, or in Moses' time, or in the time that they had the high priest. But we still have high priests in this day and time. We just see them characterized under different titles of different various religion or domination, domination or
denominations.
Yeah, denominations. That's what I was going to
Yes.
I want to bring it back and say denomination. Or Santeria, Yoruba.
It's all interconnected.
Right.
It's not separate.
Right, because they're called high priests, Babalu, Obe, Oba, Alois, Aloe, Alolas for females, high priests and high priestesses. Even on down to the native, you have chief, priest, high priest, chiefess, priestess, you know what I mean? The empress. Oh man. These are all just titles though. Now these titles ought to get a certain recognition and praise to, no doubt. But when you try this, when you take the name like, I'm gonna go off if I go that way. I'm gonna stay with Anu. You know what I mean? So you're dealing with a title like Anu as the Most High, the source of all things. When you reading these stories or these texts or these breakdowns or these transliterations, you know what I mean? You have to take in everything that you're reading step by step, because people skip around and skip steps. You know what I mean? They may bring a proof, but they skip a part that was said, and they don't never mention that part. So now, as it was taught to us that within this story of Anu, he was given that title for the creation of human, or the new being, or the Nubian, or the newborn.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was given that as in the respect that he was the head creator of that time, of that lineage, because he was the parent of those beings that created these beings. So that goes into the steps of the order of the story of how they said, the one who created those who's able to reproduce on their own and then create those that was able to reproduce on their own. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
To that part, you know how they say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Then in the Bible, did it say
that created? Created those who created this of the new, that created others.
Mm-hmm.
Or the one that created itself created those that was able to recreate and procreate others. It's a step. It was a step. So from from parent to sibling, then the siblings create something. But first they create Amalulu or Lulus, primitive workers, so-called, right? And then they created, out of that, they created another step further, human. Those that you said were made from clay, dirt, dust, mud, Adama, of the ground,
earth,
Art. Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And tied it into that which already exists.
But even think about the greatness of that. You was created from the planet.
Right. Exactly.
So why wouldn't you be one with that which you was created from?
Right.
Even if you want to look at it on that level. And then, and if you want to use the Bible, you can go to Psalms 82:6, and it says, "You are gods. You are all sons of the Most High." S-U-N.
Children of the Most High.
Or sons.
Yeah, and you should.
Is it you come into that evolution period, that reproducing period of coming back into yourself?
Right. And then it says.
So then on a physical level too, because you go back to dust.
Right, because that's how I was getting ready to say.
Yeah.
Then it says you should surely die.
Yes.
Like men.
Like men.
If you keep reading, I think that's verse 6, right?
Yeah.
It starts saying that. Then you go down to 9.
Oh, no,
and it said, but you are all children of the Most High.
But you will die like mere mortals. You will fall like every other ruler. That's explaining your birth and your death process. But that's also explaining your evolution process or your reincarnation process. It doesn't stop. Everything. Does the sun stop? Does the air stop?
Right.
You don't stop either. So that's why you see different beings at different times in different cultures with the same personification, but a different name. So therefore you see Tammuz, Horus, Isis, Mary.
Or the same name but different function.
But different function.
Had a different gift.
It's all connected.
Right.
All connected. And when you try to disconnect, then you disconnect yourself from the source. It's a new day.
Speaking of Isis and Horus and Osiris, sure. Speaking on them, you have many after they died. You had many, like when you read the hieroglyphs, when they show the hieroglyphs, and they show they'll show Osiris first, Isis behind her, and then Horus, boom, 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 in a line, and then it'd be someone in front of them, and then you'll see a boat. You'll see a boat behind that person, a solar ship, a rock ship. The boat that supposedly takes the celestial body back to the heavens, to the stars, and in the front sail, then you see the stars over his head, like three lined up with Orion's star constellation over it. But then you'll see three little mini Osirises in front of it.
Well, could be considered a ship.
And that would be the order, but that was the order, like that is. That would be the order of Osiris, and then other kings, his sons that came after them, had the name Osiris. So it was like Osiris was living for all these years, but there was different kings, which were his siblings, was taking his title within that order, and they were the Osiris of that
order, of that time, of that
fucking time frame. And all that's in Egyptology, research, and ancient command. Any book you want to read should have something describing these many titles and those afterwards taking on those titles. You know what I mean? Like King Tut.
Christ is a title. Let's talk about it. Christ is a title.
Right.
Krishna, Christ, same thing.
Right.
It's a title.
Right.
It's not designated to one being. All of those beings are in the order of Melchizedek. So they're also all Melchizedek. Right. It's not just one Melchizedek. Melchizedek is an energy, a green one. That's why it's also called El Kidr. A green light.
We could be sitting in 10, 11, 12, 100 motherfuckers in the same room at the same fucking time. Different colors looking at you, different race, different nationalities talking to you. Right around.
And it doesn't have to actually be in a physical body.
Thank you.
Because that's why Melchizedek or Elkitha came to Moses in the form of a bush. In a green bush. So it's not, it doesn't have to be in the physical. It's a spirit. It's an energy. It doesn't have to be in one body. It's not in one body.
Anu is a motherfucking title too. Stop it. Anu is a title the same way. All the gods or the beings that y'all acknowledge had a right to be duplicated.
They're gods.
Multiple.
They're gods. They duplicate. Period. You don't have to say no. They're gods. They duplicate. They're creators. They're creator gods. That's what they do. They create. So who says it has to be a limit on the creation? You putting a limit on the creation because you put a limit on yourself. That's it, because your mind projects what you see. You talk about the all in all, but you see one. Huh? Only one way when it's an all in all. All is a lot.
All trickles down from somewhere.
You know how it's an all? Just every person, every being, even twins that have the same DNA makeup, have their own spiritual signature.
Right.
Everything has its own spiritual signature. There's not a one. Even if I'm mad, my energy or my spirit of anger is different than another's. Right. It's not a one type of anger. Right. It's not a one type of love. It's not a one eye color. I don't care if you say it's brown. Mine is a little bit different brown than yours. So where does this one concept come from? If I talk about Anu, Anu has to be in me too. If he was a creator, I'm Anu. I ain't trying to spell on you. You are. Like you just can't say the one. It's just one. Okay. So then Anu is in me too. If he created me, if that's what you're saying, then I'm Anu too. Right. The image and the likeness. I'm the same. The image is the likeness. It's what you project. It's what you see. What you see is your likeness, your image that you project in your mind's eye that you put in a physical sense. Your spirit, the Anu in your spirit is the projection for you. Not anything else.
If you say that,
if that's what you say, if that's what you say,
the creator,
if he's the creator, he's the sources of all sources, and he gave you the power to be the source. So this is what you want me to believe. Everything you see in your mind, somebody else put it there.
But this is what I wanted people to know. That's how it was taught. Is that Anu wasn't the one that created him. It's just he was given that because of his rank and his title, who he was, his kid, So other creative beings, those that was able to reproduce themselves within their image and their likeness, which was the image and likeness of Anu. When Anu saw the creation, he said all things.
He came from a creation. He has Anshar and Kishar.
I was getting to that.
He came from Ansar and Kishar. So he came from a creation that created him. So that creation that you came from has to be higher than you.
Yeah, Ben came to this planet.
They created you. So that's like why mothers have problems when children or parents have problems when their children stand up to them. Who you think you talking to? Nigga, you know the struggle I had to go through to your ass to be here today, nigga. You feel me? Because you don't know what I know. I taught you what you know, nigga. I taught you everything you know. How dare you stand in front of the queen and the king, honey, and say anything? Who are you? You're my child. You understand? The sons. So some of you will be sons of God. Whether you male or female, you still are a son.
Or grandchildren.
You still are a son. See, some of that's the Amaludo, the primitive workers. You need to not understand that the worship is in you. You worship you. You are Anu. Even if it's a source of Anu. That's what you.
But we looking for the nigga.
No, ain't nothing wrong with that, though.
I mean, if the nigga on deck, he on deck.
He on deck. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not taking from the source.
Right.
My name is Fatima.
We know who's on
honey.
Deck. So, I mean, if he on deck, that's all right. We need to know he on deck. That don't stop me from being on deck.
Right.
That don't stop her from being on deck.
Right. Ain't nobody, I'm not disrespecting. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It don't take from those like us that's on deck.
Right.
You know, and when we say on deck, that means
right now.
Right here.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's what it means. Right now. It's always now. Niggas getting stuck in the past. That's why you want to argue about Anu. That's why you want to argue about Jesus. You stuck in the past. Look for the Jesus right now. Where Jesus? Me. Hello. I'm Jesus. You Jesus too. Because I don't have a problem walking in the light of truth. I am the way, I am the light, and the truth. Sometimes the truth hurt.
I go for Jehovah too.
Right. Please, Lord, please, don't, please. Hello. Yahuwah, Jehovah. Don't please. You said that God isn't divine. Divination is evil. But you read that God created a woman from a rib. God damn it. That's bones. That's voodoo, motherfucker. What you talk about? What are you talking about? If that's what you want to. How you blind to that shit? That's the spell. That's a fucking sleep spell, nigga. How you reading something and still sleep? Your eyes open like a motherfucker, but that third eye is gone, my nigga. Like, it's gone. How you... If God, right, gave Moses the power to open up water and part a sea, that's some magic like a motherfucker. What you talking about? That's magic. That's just like poof. God said, be. That's all. And it is. That's power. That's power. How is that not magic? How is that not sorcery? What are you talking about? Well, also, God used his power in the blink of an eye and destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. Isn't that magic? He just blinked his fucking eyes and gone. It was like, and it's gone. What you mean that's not magic? But they said, oh, well, he had to destroy them because they was gay. Nigga. How about now? I know a lot of gay motherfuckers. And I do what you do. There's a whole lot of gay motherfuckers right now. Probably more. That was just one town of gay motherfuckers. The whole world is full of gay motherfuckers. Why I ain't blinking now? Huh? I know every town I ever been in, Sodom and Gomorrah was in that bit.
He's blinking now, but
right. But I'm just saying.
It's in the form of Mother Nature. You gotta know.
Oh, yeah.
It's a form of the government trying to cause a war
with Mother Nature. That's why the harp machines exist. They battling with Mother Nature.
Look at Cali. Fires everywhere.
Right, that's why I said look at the skies.
Earthquakes like a motherfucker. Look at Look at New York.
You can't read those signs.
Just last week.
You ain't got to be Miss Clara. You ain't got to be no tarot card reader just to know that something is wrong with the earth. Don't you feel it?
This summer, that the hurricane.
The hurricane.
Tornadoes came in Florida, sucked all that water away from
the shore.
From the shore, yeah.
Right.
And over there.
So ain't no waters, and they went back with all that pool.
Where? Back to where though? Where did it
Not to cause a fear, but just to pay attention.
But yeah, where did it go to? Because we know they say from scientific proof, they say that when water is sucked back that far, when the wave comes back, it's a tsunami.
Right.
It's gonna destroy and drown. That shit did not come back and do nothing. So where's that water? Why didn't it? And now
it's cold now.
Because it's a ripple effect. Once it start coming, it's coming hard. It's coming.
And the water's got to heat up to cause hurricanes. The water has to be warm. So the water is going around, and when the warm months come back, it's going to come back with a force.
Why this nigga Trump and Russia? Why Korea threatening the United States with Trump don't get out of office? They gonna nuke this shit. This is all.
Why all these guys coming up in the news about molesting or sexual relationships? You know, with all this. Why is that all on the news right now? Everybody getting busted. TV reporters.
Yeah, everybody with the sex
scandals.
With what's it called? What's this shit they put it on doc?
Oh yeah.
Child molestation.
Yeah, it was a senator. I was watching this morning. A senator was caught in a motel room with a 17-year-old. A senator. Right, and so the cops, they got it all on video, right? The cops is getting it all on video too, because they get paid for the shit anyway. When they drop that tape, they get paid for it. But anyway, they got the video rolling. He was like, "Yeah, sir, the father's looking for him." So it's somebody that know the senator too. It's the son. So they was like, the father, you know, he's 17, right? He's 17. You know, he was like, I didn't know that. Do you have any proof? Like the nigga know the law. He was like, how did I know he was 17? But the nigga is looking hurt to the motherfucker. He had on his grandpapa t-shirt about to get himself in the room. This is what you know what I mean? This is all.
And what's the guy, the black guy with the sex?
Tad Smiley. Yeah. Him too. It's a black guy here on the news in Detroit. That's the morning news, man. Like it's a whole lot.
They come at everybody with that sexual rape, sexual date rape, and all this sexual allegations. Russell Simmons, he just lost his whole. He can't even run his corporation. They just shut his business down on TV. They just took his shit, his Def Comedy Jam shit from him.
Come on.
Over some chick saying some sexual shit.
What was it? R. Kelly.
This is what.
Did you see R. Kelly? You know, he was in that thing for the girls. He had sex slaves or whatever, right? Somebody just robbed his crib. Like he had a video with somebody just they just took everything out the it looked like a Dracula castle, if you ask me. Yeah, but I mean, just all of that that's just happening at a expedient rate. And I want to argue about the earth flat and round and causing division too. You being devil. Say it with me. Say it with your chest. You gotta say it. You gotta believe it. You gotta know it to know and track that devil in you and move past that and step into your higher self. Some of your higher self right now is devil. Sorry. You want to talk about the chakras or whatever you want to put it in. Halo, Lucifer. See, the morning star is a beautiful projection Think about a morning star. It shines bright. So that what you see, you saying in yourself that is right. But you ain't stepped into your higher self when you can't see the all and how it's all connected. You're only being in your disagreeable self, your lower self, your devil self. Whether you recognize other beings or not. Ain't no, you got a war, you choose the war. It's always balance.
People always talk about other people dealing with acting with ego, and they be the ones with the ego. And when you shut their ego down, oh, I'm in my ego, like, get off of that, man.
And then they start saying stuff like, you'll see, like you'll perish, yeah. You'll get it. You like you said. What? You'll see. God will punish you. He gonna put it in your life. They try to speak that thing over.
There's different egos, man. Right. My ego ain't the same as your ego. My disagreeableness ain't the same as your disagreeableness. You know what I mean? If I'm attacking you, if I'm upset, my upset is different from your upset. Like
right. You were saying, everything is different.
It's real. It's like everybody learned something and they want to throw you in a classification. Oh, that's ego shame. No, I'm not speaking for the fucking.
The thing is,
I'm speaking for me, from who
right.
the fuck I am.
The thing is,
because I know who I am.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'll listen to someone speak and I see exactly where you are. Oh, yeah. I'm not judging. I understand where you are and who you are from the words that you say. Not even before you say some words, I know. And I know that you're trying to pull me into but that ain't the thing. I listen to all that love you were trying to admit that you say is love. And the moment that I disagree with you, you have a problem. And not even that I disagree, I'm stating the truth from me. Now you have a problem with it. But you say, oh, you cool, you Fatima, you peaceful.
Yeah.
Until I say, well, what's the difference? I can't say Yahuwah. I just got to say Jehovah. Yeah, because I said, that's in English. Jehovah ain't even English. And J is not the original text or the original sound. But none of that matter. You go to something else. Huh? What you doing? Now you got a problem with, I understand. Jehovah, I understand. That's what you got to do. Yeah, okay. Yeah. But you control your thoughts. Even the prayers, you said that God is the devil, right? God ain't the devil, but God doesn't deal in divination, but even your prayers is divination. You're trying to work magic. You're putting them energy, those words into the universe, hoping they attach to God to make some shit happen. That's magic like a motherfucker. What you mean? They ain't divination and divine ain't God. What? You better open your mind. That knowledge you read is the devil, for real. If you can't see the love that I'm saying, if you can't feel this love, that's why I'm an alien MC. Because I'm not afraid to be me. I don't have to fit into any social norm or for me. I make the choice. I can recognize it's something beneficial, but I still, at the end of the day, it's my choice. I don't have a problem with standing in the uniqueness of me. I'm alien. I'm extraterrestrial. This is not normal for this terrain. Everybody wants to be in the Matrix. They don't really want to be Neo. Trinity. Christ consciousness. You don't really want to be that.
I could walk up in the church.
I went to the Jehovah's Witness. Everybody raised their eyebrows. I went to the Kingdom Hall, didn't I, babe? 2 weeks ago, I went to their service. I didn't have a problem. I got some good stuff from what they was talking about.
Right. That's when they walk in the divine.
And when she started, some good stuff, they was talking about ain't no reason for fake love. Real love is healing. That's what that sermon was about. Real love is healing. She said, the man said, would you see your sister in need and not give it to her if you had it? How could I deny that? How could I talk bad about it? But see, this is when it went wrong. Mr. Sister Honey Girl wanted to come back, and I was like, she was like, well, we don't do pagan holidays. I said, I was raised not worshiping or participating in any holidays, birthdays either. That's how I was raised. Same thing like y'all, right? Okay, she was like, So she had to throw another curveball. You know what I mean? She had to keep coming back like, oh, let me get it because she got the scarf on her head, honey. You got to take that off. But in your Bible, it says the woman with her head uncovered is cursed. But you got a problem because I choose to wear it like this. I choose. It's a choice. Motherfucker told me that I couldn't wear my scarf anymore because I was going to be targeted. My name is all Arabic. You're going to see that anywhere. All Arabic. Fatima. Arabic. Can't run from that. But you got your Nubian suit on. A nigga that don't know, you look like a Muslim too. What you talking about? What you talking about? Division. You can't tell me that's not devil. That's not the morning star. Because what he says in his mind, this is the spell. He feels it's right. So he projects that light, that star, that morning, see, sadness. It's 6. It's 6 ether. It's lower, sacral. It's not heightened. Because you can't see the beauty in that. Wow, this sister, she could wear it no matter what. Wow, your scarf is really nice. White people say it's not to say I need their justification. I don't care where I'm at. Wow, your scarf is so beautiful. They'll stop me in my tracks. Your dress is so beautiful. Huh? Man, stop me in the store. He was like, excuse me, I just want to ask you, where can I buy that stuff? Because I don't want anyone looking at my, and you still just look so beautiful. And I project. Not walking around judging anyone. I'm not afraid of living, so I say hello. I talk to people that I don't know. I don't have to fit in any social norm of what I got. You got to tell me what I got to talk about. It's the light that I project. I'll say, man, it's so hot out here, and make people laugh. It ain't got to be, well, you know, Jesus. I'm standing in the line register, going out, the store. The 2 ladies behind me, and I feel the energy of what they saying is in an awful way. She said, girl, yes, they ain't gonna know, yes, girl, Jesus, when he come back, I've got to go in the name of Jesus. I said, yeah, when Jesus come back, when the Messiah returns, everybody, even those ones that thought they knew, ain't gonna be ready for it. Their face and mouth drop like, what? Oh, she's talking about what we talking about. They didn't know what to say when I turned right around and addressed that. Try to push me and make me feel, ain't that the devil? That's the morning star. That's the spell of the morning star. The Leviathan. 666. Because in your mind, you think you're doing right, but there's some evil shit you doing. That's wrong. Would Jesus do that? Would Jesus, according to how y'all believe, he Mary Magdalene was his homie. She supposed to have been a whore. He stood up for her. Disciples wasn't all these rich, you know what I mean? Who are you? You ain't even walking like Christ, honey. You trying to bully me, and you trying to be a religious bully. And it ain't just for Christians that do it. A Jehovah's Witness, Nubians do it, Nubians. See, those titles are also the spell. You got to spell those titles. And niggas even battle over that. Well, Muslim means, and the mean, and the dhamma, and the, you know what I mean? They even battle over the words and spelling, and this mean that, but you can't all see that they all mean to be peaceful, balanced, You can't see all of that. Even if you want to talk about sound right reasoning is balanced reasoning, balanced thought, balanced projections of your mind. Islam or the Muslim, it says is you're in kashur, the one that balances their mind in meditation, in salah. When you step into the light of your mind, that's kashur. The Christian, the light, the way, the truth, to be like Christ, balanced, higher beings. Surely got to go to the Father, but even he had to go through because he was in an order. They all still praise the source. So ain't nothing wrong with praising the source. But who is the source? What is the source? Come on. Anything created, we're talking about creator gods, had to come from feminine. And feminine even came from a source. Some of you get mad when you say that. When you bring up the word woman. Because you even been taught, even though you come from that womb, see the other matrix, the other spell. When you've been taught that when you come from that, then you less. Because you go up in it. But your penis, this has been a topic all week since we talking about all the topics all week. Your penis is a vagina too. So you're a woman too. Yeah. You're a different kind of woman. But you're a woman. How could you, even if you want to look at it like this, how could you in your sperm create what's in her womb, a girl, if you wasn't a girl too? How is that scientifically possible for you to create something that you're not? You just create boys because you're the man. Huh? That don't even make sense, do it? Right. So if you want to look at it, but when you talk about that, see, you got breasts. But we talked about that. We was on the show with the sister Shishat, Temple of Mount Ray. We don't have a set time right now. We're just doing it as it comes. Yep. So that's on WAEO radio too. Y'all want to listen to some of the older broadcasts, you can tune into Spreaker. That's SPREAKER.com /WAEO radio. And we're going to get to that real quick. The WAEO, really the I-E-U. Those tones, really, if you say them all together, then close your mouth, you'll be saying om. It's really, that's why we say tune in to tune up. Because we're really tuning into that mind, that body, that mind body. To raise that vibration in that mind body, even with the music, even with the words that we speak, even with the art that we do, even with all of the things, even with the brother and sister, wife, seeing Annie and Sishat, even with their veganism, or their ways that they could, show you how to eat better. And we're not saying everybody to be vegan, but it ain't nothing wrong with eating better. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with being a better version of yourself. Don't fight it. Okay, everybody don't got to be the blood types, all that. Okay. With implementing a better diet into what you have now to make you a better you. That's that alien MC. See, we all tie together. We took what we had naturally and tied it together. A-E-O. We tapped into the tunes. I-E-U. What? I-E-U. Yup. Oh, he texted too. I didn't even know. But yeah. In the radio, we broadcast, honey. We putting them tones out there. Might not like the curse words. I don't care. It's real.
James said, episode 3, part 2, God complex from the ego, physical therapy, spiritual therapy.
It's beyond physical therapy. But both linked together. Yeah. Physical and spiritual linked together. Yeah, that's right. You get an A for today, Anu Apsu.
He said,
Wait, spiritual therapy is the divine truth that it doesn't matter if the mother trained a child as a child, or if the spirit or is disagreeable from the start, then an incarnate spirit is disagreeable. Notice a lot of parents tried their heart. Okay. You still make a choice. We have free will. Even as a child, if something in your spirit, even, felt it was wrong, even when your mother said it, you knew you was right, that still is yours. It's many times. Don't matter. You still step into yourself. You still are a unique being, even if you came from mother and father. You still become you. That's the whole process of becoming. They taught you some physical things in a spiritual way. Hot, cold, big, tall, whatever. But then you made the discernment for yourself. See, still you stepping into yourself. They just gave you the tools. So you decide to become disagreeable or agreeable. But depending on what you told you. Even if your mother's spirit force was disagreeable and your father's was disagreeable, you at some point in your life become what you want. It was your choice. It's still your choice. You ain't no kid no more. Even I'm telling you, when you was a kid, and say your mother made you go to church. See, some people had spiritual awakenings as children. You was in church. Some just didn't seem right. At 7 years old.
oh, right.
So what you talk about?
Explain that shit. My mother loved me to death, but yo, that did not sit right with the
It just did. It's just something.
Like, oh, nigga, you was walking down the street and God was talking to you, huh? And he said, all right, so you talk to God, I can't talk to God.
Right. That's what they told the little kids.
Walking, but the way he do it, when he doing it at the time, this didn't sit right with me. Like, it was times where, like you said, when we went to the Jehovah thing.
Yeah.
I could sit, that's why I said I could sit anywhere and get a message. So
right.
When he's talking to me, I know he's talking to me. I know that's the message for me. But when I hear other shit, I'm like, hold up. That shit don't sit right.
Mm-hmm.
That don't sound right. Mm-hmm. Like you said, 7, 8.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
11.
It don't matter. You become your free will, and you step. See, at that time, you're in what? You're in your creative will of force.
You're going to the next level.
Yeah. You chose to feel that way because you know the divine in you, it didn't sit right with you. Right. That's why babies cry when certain people, see, you always was there. When certain people pick that baby up, the baby start crying.
Oh, Jesus died on the cross and rose 3 days later, huh?
It just didn't seem. I had asked, when you read the Quran, right? It says, Nahnu. When it's talking about Allah, it says Allah, Nahnu. That means Allah, we. Right? So I said, why say we? If God is one. He said, because it's talking about his power, his force. Well, I said, so he just could have said Allah. If it's just one. They told my mother I was possessed. I had jinns in me. Because I asked, yeah, I do. But I had to ask that question. Because I asked that question because you can't answer because I'm attacking your ego, really. Your morning star. That spell you put over yourself. But I also see it as a peaceful part of yourself until that devil come out of you, you telling me that I'm wrong. Gotta own that. Huh? Right, crunch and munch. He can't talk because he crunching and munching. But yeah. So nobody want to deal with that, you know. But we all have to look at the beauty in everything. Since we see the disagreements and everything.
All right, hold on. He said something else.
All right.
He said,
Why all the killing in the planet, in this planet? Oh.
He said we communicating. We're communicating on physical therapy over all spirits.
You mean by physical therapy? Are you really saying physical therapy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he
Go
said
ahead.
we're communicating on physical therapy. Overall spiritual therapy is not for everyone. The divine mercy and trust of spiritual therapy is uncut, like it or not, but it will break opinions and facts of physical therapy. So in essence, he's saying on the spiritual canton, on the spiritual tone.
You're always in your spirit, whether you're on.
Right,
you're always in your spirit. That's why I was just talking about the baby. Babies know spirits naturally. When you know what I'm saying? Like they know spirits naturally. Whether the parent is whatever. You do manifest a part of that in you.
Spiritual therapy is not for everybody. You're right.
It is. You always do. You're always in it though.
Not for everybody, but
Not
everybody should want it.
Right. They do it on their degree.
Right.
They do it on their level. Whether even if he worshiping the devil worshippers. That's their spiritual level.
Right. Most motherfuckers are stuck on their physical therapy.
Right. Just the physical, not recognizing the spirit in them.
Right.
The spirit is your thoughts and how they convey it.
Right. And that's why they're stuck in the Anu, in the inky. We're trying to get past that. We're trying to get beyond that. We know that. But we're trying to get past that because there's a higher degree, higher than that. Mm-hmm. That's where we at because we dealt with that. Mm-hmm. We resurrected from that.
It's be like that new powder.
Yeah, we incarnated from that. You know what I mean? Now let's go to the next step. All right. I only have to deal with that because more of us still want to deal with that. Mm-hmm. And stay at that degree. But if I take it to a high degree in a natural nature sense, it'll be spooky to you. Because you still want to stay here. But I always tell you my name is Black Sun. I always say that on my shows. I always say, yeah. You know, I always bring Black Sun into the picture. When I was 14, I made that name myself, Black Star. Same thing, same difference. So I took it to another principle. Right? Mm-hmm. I took it to another principle. On a spiritual plane. On a spiritual incantation.
Intonation.
Tone, indication is the supplication.
The bang of the drums in you.
Right. Incantation is the divine. All that you were saying. Divination. That is the canteen. The canteen is simple. Incantations. Tations.
You know, y'all own stuff, right?
Right.
Incantations. Yeah. When you said it with your hands, I can't see the hands. Incantation, my brother.
That's the tone.
That's the tones inside you, brother, that manifested in the physical shell. And it resonates in your tone. Right. The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Exactly. That's because you come from Mother Nature, my brother. You see, nature, fruit. That's right. We are the fruit of the earth. We are the original seeds, my brother. Yeah.
Oh man.
See, the white man that told you that the white man is the seed, and you just a little bitty boy slave. So
that's another thing you gotta have to deal with. So
yeah, stop all that. Yeah.
Everybody keep calling the white man the devil, man. You better look at yourself in the mirror. And look at the man with the next to you. First devil.
The first devil itself. That's what I was talking about earlier. If we are the original, we are the original seed, right? Then why we ain't the original devil?
They only doing what they was saying
created to do. But you saying they came from you. Everything on the planet came from you. And you call them devils. And you gotta call yourself a devil. Come on. Right.
Because you got stuck in your big head.
People still want to be the white man. They thinking what they being the white man because they still trying to be division. They done mastered it. Black people done mastered it. Y'all can't get together. Y'all not getting together. Because all of this division stuff, the spell stuff. You want to spell right down that you a Muslim, you a Nuwabian, you a Nuwabian, you a Moor, you a Hebrew Israelite. All of those words spell something. They cause tones. And the tone that you feel is separate. Separation, division, devil. Instead of oneness, unity, peace, love, salam. Instead, you want to push your morning star. You want to see righteous, bright and shiny, which is your Jalabiyah or your Hebrew Sul, your Nawapian black and gold. But you telling them you gonna be wrong. The brother, what's his name in the group chat? You wrong if you don't. You better step up. If you don't get right, if you don't help do this, all you will perish. Damn your soul to hell. Hell. You mean? But what you saying is from hell, because you trying to sell my soul to your soul. What your soul say? You trying to get me to sign my name on the dotted line and spell Christian, Muslim. No, I sell my soul, but my soul is free. Right? It's a rule. It's a wind. It's free. You can't contain a wind.
Someday you're gonna have to deal with that illusion.
You can't contain my soul. You can't contain a soul. Contain a thought. Can you contain a thought? You can make a thought, manifest a thought, right? Isn't that creating something? First was the word, right? In the beginning, there was the what? The word. The word had to be thought first, right? It had to be a spirit first.
Thought is the teacher.
Yeah, thought. Tahuti. It's a new day. It's a new day. What's that mean, Simone?
Tuesday, Sunday, the day the sun.
The day of the sun?
The
Sunday?
The sun.
Yep. I don't know. They didn't post the time. Did they post the time in the chat? But anyway, before we wrap up real quick, I know Atlantis Awakes publications, Annie and C-Shot is doing an interview with Malachi's disciple. Let me look. I forgot the title. I told C-Shot I should write stuff down because I'll just be going, but then I forget certain stuff. Please forgive me if I do. It's not intentional. Peace of divine healing to Master Huni Bakatun. He does a show every other Thursday on DJ Odolasky's show. They do different topics. Honey is the spiritual advisor for their network. So every other Thursday, he's on. Okay, Atlantis Awaits publication is doing an exclusive interview with Malachi's disciple today, December 17th, with WAEO Radio. Doesn't have anything, but you know how we do. Malachi be dropping it anyway. And whatever he talks about, they talk about will be beautiful. So they'll be broadcasting live from Spreaker, SPREAKER.com /WAEO radio. All of our past broadcast episodes are on there, as well as they broadcast live. You also could tune in when they broadcast live, either on Spreaker, or you can tune in right in here on the channel WAEO Radio. Subscribe and like and share the page. We have a lot of stuff we got coming through. Like today, this just was an Alien MC's broadcast. Really, really, it's about that like I said, the uniqueness of you. What you say? Oh, the uniqueness of yourself. That's what Alien MC is, first and foremost. It's tapping into your higher mind, your higher self, your higher physical, as well as spiritual. So it's even eating better, being better. And it's utilizing your talents for the betterment of us all. Not just you, but all of those other aliens. Those that are rare. Because it's not people that want to get together and do right and point out the wrong. Not just want to be happy and free, and just, but it might be some wrong. You might get into some arguments sometime, but that's okay. Love is the balance. Bring it back. Divine. Who? You know what I mean? Bring it back to that. Yeah, the creative will of force. So, but the divinity in you will allow you to see. You allow you to see what that person is saying. So really, it's no argument. Really. But sometimes that gotta happen. So
It's a new day. A new day, a new day.
Sunday.
We're trying to bring about what's taking place now in a new day. And that thing there is on a spiritual, mental level, plane of existence.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see these masters of ceremony, Michael and Christ, coming together as one. We're dealing with things that are over the sun, moon, and stars and beyond, and that's something new. Thing, a lot of people, if you talk to them, they're gonna say, sun, moon, and stars are an illusion, or just like life is an illusion. But when you don't deal with that illusion, if you don't know what's on the other side of that illusion,
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So when you gonna deal with that illusion,
you gotta deal with it. You gotta.
It's there. Yeah. You're trying to ignore it like it's not there, but it's there.
Illusion is what you project. You gotta realize that you see what you want to see, and then you can choose. No, that you chose what you wanted to see. Now you can just let it be. It's just free. It's just seeing. It's just you seeing everything in existence, period. Everything how it is. That's not a judgment. Feel me? The I-E-U. From tones. Rule the crowd. Tones.
People want to keep you in a religious state of mind. Keep your mental trapped under a spell. They don't want you to raise your arms or anything. become what you're supposed to be. There's nothing wrong with you being who you say you are, but if you're not tying it in with
the all.
Right.
If you're not tying it in the all, then you lying to yourself.
Right.
If you still seeing it, it's separate.
Because if you can see it, I can see it.
Yeah.
If you see something, I see that same thing with me.
People just don't understand being the devil, whatever that is. Everybody understand what you're talking about. I don't care if you're Nubian or not, Muslim or not. When I say devil, you know what I'm talking about. You being him, he's utilizing you. That's how you want to use it. You utilizing you when you can't see that the beauty and the bad. Not just one. And see, when you recognize the beauty, it's healing in it. There ain't no argument, really. You want to talk about whatever.
Argument is love sometimes.
Yeah, it is. I know my mom came home and from work and we ain't do what we supposed to do. It wasn't because she hated us. It's because she loved us and she saw something better. I told you, this is what I told you to better your life. This is how a house should be. Do this, do that. One from hate. It's from love.
Yeah, people don't want to see love as something beautiful.
It's always beautiful. It's just how you view it.
Right. It can always be beautiful if motherfuckers was unified in one accord.
Right. I don't have a problem with the brother wearing his Nubian suit, but don't tell me that I gotta wear what you wear.
It'll always be love. If I try to give you love, and all you could say is show me proof and something physical, then hey, you're stuck in your physical because this thing is on a mental. And when it's on a mental, it's perceived in the mental, in the mind, in the thought.
Mm-hmm. In the sick self.
Right. It's not. It's not. It could be a confirmation of reading it in the physical, but in a proof that can probably stand beside it to a certain degree. But when you go past certain degrees, there's no scientific or archaeological true proof. There is, but people still don't understand it. They still make it look mystified. It's mystical. When it is what it is, it's at that level, it's at that degree. You know what I mean? You're talking about mind to mind, conversation, telepathic communication, higher senses.
You speak before you speak.
Clairvoyance.
Yeah. It exists before it exists.
Telekinetic.
Yeah. And you really, yeah. Yeah. Well, that was it. I mean, this was, today, we don't have, like I said, I don't have any set schedule. It's just some things that I wanted to address, too much going on. We want to talk about the divination.
There's a lot of other things going on.
It's a lot of other things going on as well in the world, but they ain't even paying attention to that. You want to talk about divine all night long, sending me messages. I couldn't sleep. I had to turn off my ringer. Because of ding, 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 ding. I didn't start an argument. I didn't argue with these people. Wasn't arguing. It was cool, just read it, and then I just stopped reading because I was like, "There's all this energy, this rage energy because you think I said something, or you think." Stuff popping up on the screen, but you think I said something. It was the song Black Sun too that popped up anywhere. The yeah, you think I said something. All on a brother posted a poem that he wrote, and he posted on my husband's wall. He tagged me in it, and you all over that, commenting over that, because the brother's talking about the nature of woman and woman is nature. And he said, divine divination is evil. It's magic. You're not even using reason in what you're saying, that God ain't divine. Huh? And then, all night from about Tammuz and Jesus ain't exist, or Tammuz ain't exist. I just got confused at one point. What are you talking about? Nobody's arguing with you. You ain't even want to listen. As soon as you hear a word or whatever, ain't no love, then you want to say, I should. It's always I should. No, it's not. You got to understand what you're doing when you ain't even doing what you're doing. Bring the proof. Bring the proof. Ain't nothing to talk about. All that you said. You don't remember what you said now? I love my brother. I do. You don't remember what you said? Just, get it from his head. Ain't nobody we ain't got to do this. For real. We ain't never got to talk about business. Nothing. You want to talk about the tabs all day? All right. But you talking about what you got it from. Because if we want to talk about the Sumerian tablets, can't nobody translate it for you. Your spirit translates it. Those words are spirits. Those spellings across the page that you're reading, cuneiform or whatever, are spirits that you're reading. So how can somebody tell me what I got from it? What I'm supposed to get from it? Ain't no one way. But when you don't want to listen, see, another spiritual gift, you only hear what you want. You hear what you hear in your mind, what you say. Nothing nobody else say. But it's a new day. And that's it. And I'm going to wrap this up. Y'all stay tuned. Tuned in to Tune Up with WAEO Radio. Till next time, just keep checking our pages and the updates. Brother and sister, Atlantis Wake Publications does a very, very beautiful, beautiful, beautiful job of always sharing and gathering the people to do different shows and different activities. They pay close attention to this brother and sister. They're beautiful. They have a lot to offer. They have a lot of information. Also, we got our brother Mookie May, his wife Day Nicole. They got some things in the works that we coming through with that. I also just some, I'm either putting my book on Kindle or one of those apps that we're working out something with Kindle. It's just a lot of different processes with that, but don't really want to use them. I rather use but people, whatever. The book is called Grow to Love. It's dealing with the mind, and raising your mind and being aware of what you say to yourself, how you can make you a better you. Tap into that alien and see where you stand firm on you. Do you even know who you are? Or are you someone that someone projected you to be? Somebody else's thoughts that you took and claimed as yours. So it's a lot of people that want to be Beyonce, Eric B, or Lucas Joyner, or whatever, Drake. But do you know who you are? And I don't even talk about any fancy, because some people can't understand that. Spiritual stuff. But just who you are physically. Who are you? Not just your name, but who are you? So that's what the book, touches on. I also have a documentary coming soon about the prison system and how we should support our brothers and our sisters in halfway house programs, drug programs, prisons. It'll be on YouTube. I'll be posting it on YouTube, but I'm asking, I'm going to be putting up for you to pay to watch. It's pay per view. Only because the money is going towards a greater cause. It's going towards those brothers and sisters that need the help when they touch down. Also, I also have the a comic book coming soon, Alien MC's comics, Ethereal Graphics. The title will be Return of the Black Sun. I don't want to give away too much, but that's what it is. Also, Lancet Waits Publications has many things coming with like Netter Foods and other. I don't want to see. I hate that I do that. I should see. I gotta listen to myself. See, I still do stuff too. Yep. I'm looking. I did. Netter Foods, Atlanta's Awake Publications. How can I forget that? They have a website coming soon. They'll be featuring. They, let's say like let's say another Facebook kind of, but better, like Facebook 9.9. But it's Atlanta's Awake Publications. With the ways you could buy clothes, videos, library, read. Activities for children, community events, blogging, all sorts of things. Also pay attention. I think they said they were going to be interviewing Anu at Suit. So also I seen, and I know it was C-Shat, I just be knowing. They asked. Yeah. Birth certificate and their citizen that is slave status to them. Absolutely. So you know what? I'm gonna go. I did a little bit of I hate that I don't feel like I ever do them justice because they're just so dope. Yep. So, but you'll get all the updates later, because they'll be broadcasting later today with Malachi's disciple. And that's it. So I'm gonna go and check us out soon. I'll be dropping some new music on my SoundCloud page. It's Fatima Mahdi, Mahdi, Fatima, Faati. M is in Michael, AH, Mahdi. So check it out. Also, I'm looking for someone to do some poetry. We can do some poetry over some beats. Just something fun, nothing serious, and we can collab on that just to show that the power of the tones, not just in music, the voices of tones too. So hit me up. Also email us any questions, any comments, any concerns at waeoradio at gmail. I said .com, at gmail.com. Also, once again, look us up, like, share our page, subscribe on Spreaker, spreaker.com/WAEO radio. This is a community radio, so anything you have, you can bring it to the table and let's get it. We're trying to build this building while destroying something or other. You know what I mean? So, all right, y'all. Peace, love, and light. Rahubat. Shalom. Salam alaikum. Alafia. I'm out.